It still took Francis a while to learn how bad the sex abuse scandal was, how pervasive it was, and how global it was. And he made mistakes. He admitted he made mistakes.
I keep this picture to remind me of this kid, so innocent and so fun, and then so many, many years of darkness. I was 14, 15 years old. My dad died, and I was extremely sad. So someone said, hey, why don't you go to see Father Fernando Caradima? I went with, my little uniform from school, and the first thing he said to me is, Juan Carlos, I will be your spiritual director, but you owe me obedience.
It was a horrific case of abuse by this almost cult-like figure of Father Caradima.
Father Caradima had been sanctioned for the abuse by Pope Benedict, but controversy about the long-standing cover-up continued when Pope Francis appointed one of Caradima's alleged protectors, Juan Barros, to bishop. In 2018, Pope Francis went to Chile, and this visit became a real inflection point in his papacy.
We came in from the airport in the motorcade, and there were no crowds. And if there were crowds, they were holding up protest banners.
He is asked by a reporter about the allegations against Bishop Barros, and he snaps.
El día que me traigan una prueba contra el obispo Barros, ahí veo. No hay una sola prueba en contra. Todo es calumnia.
Pope Francis couldn't get it through his mind that bishops might be lying to him. Bishops? They don't lie to the Pope.
He sent his investigators to check out the situation and to do this huge in-depth investigation.
And then he did a very dramatic about-face. He invited Juan Carlos and the others to Rome to apologize to them in person.
To be respected and to be acknowledged that way when nobody had done that for me or for any survivor, it just meant the world.
Pope Francis summoned the Chilean bishops to Rome. He forced them all to resign en masse. In the end, he accepted only 9, but it was quite impressive.
Tuve que intervenir porque fue mi conversión a esto, ¿no? Ahí me convertí en el viaje a Chile. Pero ahí usted fue testigo de que yo mismo me tuve que despertar frente a casos que estaban todos tapados, ¿no?
I think the Pope realized that he had made a terrible mistake and went on to develop a lovely relationship with Juan Carlos.
He also appointed Juan Carlos to the Vatican's Advisory Commission on Clergy's Sexual Abuse.
I've always said I want to try and help from within.
The sexual abuse and the cover-up have damaged the church more than anything else in centuries. It has caused countless numbers of Catholics to leave the church.
There's the old adage that the Vatican thinks in terms of centuries. Change is not in the Vatican's DNA, but that was the position that he was placed in. He did his best on the issue of sex abuse.
He held this historic summit, and he issued new Vatican laws for mandatory reporting, for targeting bishops who cover up.
But whatever he did was never enough, partly because the issues that he had to deal with were just so enormous, no one person could deal with them in any one papacy.